Hey yo, what's going on? Peace, family. So the title of the video is "At some point will the poor revolt and begin to rob the rich slash the wealthy." Now, I've been talking about this type of situation for quite some time. If you go back into my older archive of videos, I've been talking about this for a minute, and it's coming to a point where the wealth gap is widening so largely that people eventually will start to look for different avenues of a way to survive. And this cannot be denied. And like I said, I always reflect to the ancient past. If you go through any culture of the ancient past, from ancient Egypt, um, all the way down from Rome, all the way down to China, France, and the list goes on. There has always been a time and place where the people have been exploited and taken advantage of to the point of no return. And all that simply means is that the wealthy they will continue to do things to put themselves in position and only themselves. And as a result, they'll accumulate the majority of the wealth. And this, like I said, has happened before. So it seems like we never really learned from the ancient past, and that's why I said before, I don't believe that this is the most technological civilization, because we can't even get the basics down pat of not being greedy, not being monsters, you know, when it comes to community and civilization. We just can't get the small nuances fixed before we start talking about space exploration and flying cars. And we can't get the basics down of being able to be a equal society where this motherfucker can't monopolize this and own all the land and own all the resources and own all of the political advantages. And this person right here doesn't have any type of connection to any of that. Haven't been taught, haven't, um, don't have the relationship, nothing. So you got this massive wealth gap, and then you got no, yeah, you got this massive wealth gap, and then you got the small percentage of people that are trying to do the best that they can when it comes to survival in this day and age. Now, I think people really bat the eye at the point that I'm trying to make here, is that it does not matter if it's not the ancient past or not. If you keep repeating the same fucking steps, it's going to keep happening, right? So, with that being said, at some point, the people that are holding up this country and being exploited and not being compensated correctly, not being included into ways to level up in large quantity. The school curricular or curriculum is terrible. Everybody's still learning the same stupid shit that doesn't advance anybody. Still to this day, no kid has the opportunity to be inside of a public school and learn the things that are necessary. So you expect for them to no, that's what somebody that's listening is going to say. They're going to say, well, that's why you go to school and that's why you get a college degree and all of that. Listen, guys, they still don't teach the correct shit in order to have your family and your kids in the best position possible. So what I'm saying is, at some point, because you keep following the same dumb pattern for hundreds of years. These people are going to eventually run out of resources because one, the job is still paying the same. Two, the housing market continues to get more and more expensive. Three, the growth in prices for groceries and food continue to get more and more expensive. And the thing about it is that the stupid ass people that run this country continue to tell people about things like inflation and tariffs and all of these man-made nuances to continue this game, to continue this game on and on and on. And at some point, the people are going to run out of resources because the game is going to be up. And when they start to run out of resources, where the fuck do you think that they're coming? They're coming for the wealthy. They're coming for the Jeff Bezos. They're coming for the Elon Musk. They're coming for the Trumps. I mean, they're coming. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. So while you got all of these people, making fun, you got dudes like Andrew Tate that all they do is they're comedics, man. They laugh and they mock people and this, that, and the third. But I'm telling you, at some point, you guys remember that movie, The Purge. These Hollywood movies that they make, man, trust me, they take little portions of shit that they know that's going to happen. You guys better stop falling for all of this bullshit, because I'm telling you, you're going to need to be heavily regarded in combat training, and you're going to need to be a person of experience when it comes to handling arms. When I mean, weaponry, because at some point, this country is going to have not one, not two, but maybe three different civil wars, because the people are going to revolt on this country. It cannot continue to keep running like this. The people cannot continue to be lied to, because that's what's happening. We just got to cut out all the bullshit. When we making all of these review videos and this, that, and the third. Look, I get it. You got to get your views, but I'm speaking the fucking truth, the facts. I don't care about all these different views and stuff. I'm just letting you know the shit that has happened before in the past and is going to happen again, right? And it's going to be even more detrimental now because of the type of resources when it comes to revolting. It's going to be more than or more slightly advanced than it was before. So that's what I'm saying. You guys are gonna have to focus on the big picture here, man. Leave the fucking sports alone. Leave the entertainment alone. Leave the trials alone. Leave the aliens alone. Because right here is where it's getting ready to happen. And like I said, the people are starving. Minimum wage ain't enough. Jobs paying you a quarter to 50 cents ain't gonna do it, because the hole is too big. The wealth gap is too large. So if you guys hear what I'm saying, the people are starving. It may start in the east to the south, or it may start in the west coast. Maybe the west coast first, because the west coast is very, very behind. And you know what happens when there's a pack of wolves. And at some point, these rich and wealthy are going to become prey. So at some point, what I'm saying right now is going to be a reality. I don't know at what time it's going to happen, but these things are going to happen because the people are starving, and they'll be willing to do whatever it takes to feed their family. So You can take it how you want it. You can comment. You could say, this won't happen. This is the government won't let this happen. You could say whatever you want, but you ain't never probably been in a position where you had to put some food on the table and there just was no resources. And that becomes not for one family, but that could become for 5 families, then 15 families, 100,000, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. I'm serious. What are you gonna do when there's millions worth a pack of starving wolves? What are you gonna do? That's right. You're gonna go hide in your bunkers, the shit that you guys are creating on the side. But at some point, it's gonna be too late. But that's all I got for you guys, man. Will the poor eventually turn on the wealthy? My percentages are very high on that. So thanks for checking this out. Like and subscribe. Small channel, but we plan on doing big things. And you remember, your boy, truth is in session. Peace.